Okay, I got Miss Grace here back with me, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the different ways you can work on impulse control, because she has not a whole lot of impulse control. Again, she is not a KSDS dog, just a dog in my boarding kennel that's intense enough that I thought it would be good for me to demonstrate to you with an intense dog how this works. So I'm going to start, usually I put a treat on the floor, and that's how I start, because you can see she's obsessed with my hand. So what I'll do is I will put a cookie on the floor, and I'm going to cover it with my foot. Oh, shoot, did you get one? Okay, so you can see she's obsessing about this treat. Oh, and she actually got one. Stuff happens, what can I say? Anyway, so she got rewarded there, that's not good. Yes, good girl! Anyway, so her licking, she thinks it's gone. Hey, still there, look. Okay, so even though she's licking, she might start digging at my foot. Yes, good girl, but she's smart. She's smart. So as soon as she backs away or looks up to me, I'm gonna mark and reward her. Darn it. You're too good, Grace. You're too smart. So I'm gonna ignore that behavior. Yes, good girl. As soon as she steps away, I'm gonna mark and reward. Yes, good girl. Did you see it? Look. So I want to be able to leave it uncovered. That's kind of my goal. Yes. Oops. She might start barking at it now. Yes, good girl. Good girl. So the other thing you can do is if a dog is not super intent on it, you can body block it, maybe. So then I just kind of dance around it a little bit. You always have to know where the dog is and where the treat is. And then, yes, marking and rewarding. So body blocking, covering that treat up, waiting for them to back off, and not obsess over the treat. So that's the first step to some impulse control. Second step, I start putting food in my hands and I look for room service. This is what I was talking about the other day. So you can see Grace is licking my hand and obsessing over my hand. She's chewing on me a little bit. I'm gonna ignore all of that behavior. I'm gonna keep my hand low. I don't wanna do this, because if I do this, a lot of dogs, she's not doing it, but a lot of dogs will jump when you're like that. They'll jump for it because of their prey drive. So I'm gonna keep my hand here and I'm gonna just ignore all of her obsessions. As soon as she backs off, I open my fist and show her that she's got treats. Just getting your fist open and letting them see those treats is rewarding to your dog. She's thinking, how do I get you to open that? Open your hand. So it may take a little while. Yes, good girl. Then when we're successful, we take our other hand and hand them some treats. So that you can see the dog is actually thinking. We're making the dog think. Wants the treat really bad. How do you open your fist? I get it by backing off. Sitting, she's way back there. Yes, good girl. And then I take my treat and I hand her one by one. I hand her a treat. Come here, Grace. Camera can't see you. So the other thing I kind of look for in teaching your dog to be gentle with the food, which this really helps with, is making sure that I can deliver my treat all the way to my dog's nose. So if I get here and she reaches for it, I put it back in my hand and I wait for the moment that I can, yes, deliver it all the way to her. And you know, this impulse control can grow and grow. I'll try to get a video of Montana later tonight. She's done a lot of this. Sometimes she still tests me, but she's done a lot of this. So we've kind of grown to the point where we drop treats on the floor, or I'll sit and eat my dinner on the floor with my food plate on the floor. Testing them so that when they do go out as future service or guide dogs, They don't take stuff off the floor. They have impulse control. So I also have Grace's food dish. I always make sure that they're polite around their food. And so if you can put them in a sit, great, but I usually just kind of wait for nice behavior from them. So I'm not gonna tell her to do a sit or any behavior. I want her again to just back off and not be obsessed over the food. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this food bowl down and I'm gonna cover it. And when she backs away from the food, I'm gonna release her and say okay and let her know she can have the food. Okay, are you ready? Okay. So the key here is to control your food dish, not the dog. So I'm not holding my dog back, I'm letting my dog make the decision. So I wanna be able to uncover it and keep her there, okay, until I release her and let her know she can have her dinner. So let me see some impulse control from you guys. I wanna see where your dogs are at. I don't know, for me, I'm kind of addicted to dog training, so it's really fun for me to see the light bulb go off. And Miss Grace here is really fun because she catches on really fast. So, and I bet a lot of your dogs are the same way. And yes, I'm still the headless trainer. Yay, love you, Sarah. Bye.